Assalamualaikum to my beloved lecturer, Madam Khadijah, and to all my friends. My name is Nurin Sarahah, and I, as a first presenter, will introduce and explain about academic dishonesty. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, what the meaning of academic dishonesty? Academic dishonesty is a common problem at school and universities around the world. So this leading to undesirable consequences for both students and the education system. So this refers to behaviors that aim to give or receive information from others, use unauthorized material, and avoid approved assessment processes in an academic context. It also acts that interferes with the evaluation of academic work through misrepresentation of the work being evaluated and the actual knowledge of the students. A student's academic integrity is vital to the academic environment. As education involves the search for an acquisition of knowledge and understanding which are in themselves is insignificant. So, the frequency of academic dishonesty reported in research indicates the global nature of the phenomenon. For example, in study by Turner's Babin, Woodward, and Stephens, found that 57.3% of post-secondary students in Canada allowed other students to copy their work. So Malaysia also have high proportion of academic dishonesty, which reached to 82% of students study of North Siha and North Liana. Evaluation of each student's level of knowledge and understanding is a crucial part of the teaching process, and tangible measures such as reports, examinations, and homework. So there are many types of dishonesty behavior. One and the major problem is cheating. Cheating is using or attempting to use unauthorized materials, information, or study aids in any academic exercise. Examples include using and submitting purchase papers, using unauthorized material or sources of information, such as a cheat sheet, pre-programmed calculator, and etc. Copying another student's academic work, and unauthorized communication during an examination. So I have exposed this behavior by my surroundings in high school because once back then I was once in kelas belakang. You know what kelas belakang, no wonder lah tak ada behavior ni kan. So what I experienced was in examination sessions, they asked the answer to their friends when teacher go out for a while or back from the teacher. So they were got caught by teachers. So after that incident, this class was conducted by 2 teachers because of horrible cheating in examination. So let's go deeper about cheating. There are many examples of cheating in college or school. I highlighted 4 of them. Number 1 is copying from fellow students. When you copy from another student's assignment or test, then you have cheated on that test and assignment. The work you present to the instructor is not yours. When you also let other students copy from your work and assignment, you have contributed to cheating. This means that you will be accused of cheating too. So please don't lend your hands to your friends for your benefits. Number 2 is when someone writes essay or papers for you. When you let someone with more experience or knowledge about something do a paper for you, then you have cheated on that paper. You do not deserve any credit you get from that paper because you did not do it. This method makes cheating in school looks good as students because they feel convenient to hire others to work for them. So ada di antara kita yang offer benda ni for their duit pocket. So it tak boleh because the task or work produced not from your knowledge and also your efforts. So lecturer had to evaluate your understanding and assume you are acquainted of the subject even you are not. Number 3 is using textbooks, notes and formula lists on exams. When you hide notes, books on formulas in exam that you are supposed to without is regarded as cheating. You have means of obtaining answer when the answer are supposed to come from your brain unless open book exam allow the use of textbooks, formula lists and notes during the test. Collaborating in tests or exams without permissions. Students who help each other or discuss answer among themselves in exam that are supposed to be done alone are cheating on that test. This test should be able to measure students' personal understanding that will not happen at all. So cheating actually can create consequences to many things. Number 1 is cheating can lead to class failure. So different colleges have different ways of imposing academic penalties on students who cheat on exams and assignments. Some universities may consider that severity of cheating before punishing, while others do not. In some colleges, when there is cheating in the form of imitation in your paper, you fail that particular assignment or exam. When you are caught cheating during examination, you fail the class. You cannot to proceed to the next level. As we discussed in why cheating is wrong, because cheating prevent the progress of your learning process, which make it not worth to try. Number 2 is cheating leads to suspensions and expulsions. There are some of the harsh punishment caused by cheating in institutions. The severity of cheating punishable through these methods varies from institutions to institution. Mostly they are applied when cheating was horribly or when the student has been caught cheating again. Suspensions or postponement involves being sent away from school for particular periods. This is varies as per institutions, while expulsions involves the student being sent away for good. Number 3 is academic reputation. When students are suspended or expelled from college due to cheating allegations, the reasons for these harsh penalties can be include included in students' transcript. This will damage the students' academic reputation. The students will not be able to transfer to a new school or transfer to a university. So people who know you have been involved in cheating will always question your academic capabilities. They can even tell to the other people about your cheating instances. Number 4 is cheating makes it hard to secure a job and hard to have a career. When your transcript shows that you cheated in college, securing a job becomes almost an impossibility. Nobody wants employ an incompetent person. It will still be hard, even if you fix your ways thereafter, because some employees who have studied in psychology. While other effects of cheating in college are temporary, the inability to get jobs after school is more permanent, as it is felt even after school. Through knowledge from the broken window theory, they believe that anyone involved in cheating once, and they can do it again and again. So they will not want to take a risk to their companies. So that is type and little elaboration about academic dishonesty by me. My advice to you, don't you ever feel brave and trying these irresponsible acts, because it will affect and destroy your future life. And continue the another types of academic dishonesty to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to my beloved lecturer, Madam Khadijah, and my fellow friends. So today, I'm the second presenter. We present about the type of academic dishonesty. So before I'm proceed to the presentation, I will show you a short video. So enjoy. So based on the previous video, I'm really sure that everyone in this world did the same thing, right? So today I will present about the plagiarism. So the content that I will present to you about the plagiarism is 1. Introduction. The second, type of plagiarism. Third, plagiarism detection tools. And the fourth is consequences in plagiarism. So plagiarism is not a new problem in academia, but it is a serious issue. According to the Texas Tech study in 2010, 68% of faculty participants reported observing students paraphrasing or copying a few sentences or of material from a written sources without footnoting or rephrasing in a paper at least once during the previous 3 years. Okay, what is plagiarism? Plagiarism can be something as simple as forgetting to cite a sources, for a general idea or something more serious like copying and pasting exact word from another piece of work without giving credit. According to the Merriam-Webster, plagiarism is the act of using another person's word or ideas without giving credit to that person. Okay, seperti yang kita tahu, plagiarism sering berlaku dalam kalangan student dekat universiti disebabkan oleh terlalu banyak pendedahan dalam internet yang membolehkan student-student ni untuk meniru sebiji-sebiji like copy and paste and then without reciting the author, without dia meletakkan siapa dia punya author. Okay, there are 4 types of plagiarism, which is copying, self-plagiarism, improper paraphrasing, and incomplete or not attribution. So I will explain one by one. Okay, for the first point is copying and directly pasting content from a source or multiple sources onto a word. Okay, this point is more like copy and paste, like we usually did. For the second point is self-plagiarism, using word originally done for one class or for publication and using it in another. Okay, so for the example, some lecturer want the student do their work assignment or project originally from them, while the student tend to view their work as unpublished and consider recycling part of their previous assignment as effective use of their time. Okay, for the third point is improper paraphrasing, having an interpreted idea be worded to similarly to its original word. Okay, saya bagi contoh situasi. Okay, contohnya dia akan copy and paste satu perenggan ataupun satu karangan lah, and then dia hanya tukar beberapa ayat ataupun beberapa perkataan and then dia claim as their assignment. So that's the point. And the fourth point is incomplete or no attribution, no citing sources in the body of the paper or including it in a bibliography. So for example, okay, dia dah ambil artikel yang dia jumpa tu and then dia tak letakkan sources or author siapa yang tulis artikel tu dalam bibliografi. Okay, we move on to the next slide. Okay, others media can be also plagiarized. So means that plagiarism is not just we copy and paste the word in term of we do in our assignment, but there's a few media that can we look, which is okay, first word, second ideas, third copyright infringement, and fourth sound, and the fifth is image. Okay, let me elaborate the point one by one. So the first point is word. Word is taking another person's word and using them as your own without citing or quoting their the name of author. And the word may come from website, article, journal, books, or email. Okay, as for idea, they use another writer's idea, opinion, or theories without crediting the original sources in their task or their assignment. Okay, copyright infringement is like while plagiarism is an ethical issue, copyright infringement is legal construct. Copyright holder have the right to any reproduction, distribution, creation, or derivation, work, and public display or performances of their material. Okay, sound also can be plagiarized. For example, there are 3 most common examples, and taking another author's musical idea, which is melody, lyrics, and reusing the portion of the sound recording. Okay, for example, me taking another person musical or lyrics and claim it as mine. Okay, image also can be plagiarized, which is known as visual plagiarism. Okay, for example, we take another person's uh, image, such as their artwork, their advertising, their photography, or their logos, and claim as mine, uh, and yours, claim as yours. Okay, next, consequences of the plagiarism. Okay, there are 4 consequences of plagiarism, which is, okay, first, destroy student reputation. Second, destroy academic reputation. And the third is damage relationship between student and lecturer. And the last one is lack of critical thinking. Okay, destroy student reputation. Okay, university take the issue plagiarism very seriously. Plagiarism allegation can cause a student to be can be expelled or suspended. Their academic record can be reflect the ethics, often possible causing the student to be barred from entering the college or high school or another college. Most educational institutions have academic integrity committed. Okay, destroy academic reputation. Okay, for example, bila student tu dah terbiasa dengan plagiarism, which is copy and paste. Okay, dia mungkin lulus dalam semua assignment tapi tidak dalam exam. Sebabnya exam memerlukan critical thinking and then daya untuk kita menghafal semua assignment yang kita telah pelajari. And mungkin juga boleh menyebabkan seseorang itu gagal dalam exam. Okay, damage relationship between student and lecturer. Okay, for example, once student tu tertangkap bila dia dapati dia plagiarism dalam membuat assignment, maka dia macam ada gap antara lecturer and student. Sebabnya lecturer tu dah pandang serong ataupun dah bagi bad assumption dekat student tu. So the lecturer not give satu kepercayaan lagi lah kepada student tu. Okay, lack of critical thinking, which is the student bila dah terbiasa dengan plagiarism, which is copy and paste and then copy from their friends, so dia tiada daya untuk berfikir secara kritikal. Sebabnya dia just copy and paste and then tak berfikir ataupun tak buat research tentang assignment yang dia dapat tu. So next is plagiarism detection tools. Okay, there are 4 example of detection tools, which is the lecturer usually using these detection tools to check or double check their student assignment. So there are 4 examples that I took from Google, which is check for plagiarism.net, paper O, turn it in, and plagiarismcheckers.com. So usually we use the turn it in. Okay, most of the 4 example of the detection tools ni lebih kurang je dia punya fungsi dia, but kebiasaannya lecturer akan menggunakan turn it in untuk check their student assignment, or ada sesetengah lecturer tu akan suruh student tu guna turn it in dahulu sebelum menghantar assignment dia. For the next type is disruptive behavior. Okay, we play the video first.
Caleb, cool it. Okay, everyone, I need you to get your papers out from yesterday. Those need to be on your desk. Caleb, if you do not have yours out, that will be a 0 for this assignment. Caleb, I am not going to play these games with you today. Pick up the paper or go to the office. Pick it up. Caleb, I don't know what your problem is, but you will not be disruptive in my class. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What y'all looking at?
That's it. To the office. Out.
Okay, this is the content of the disruptive behavior, which is first the definition of the disruptive behavior, and second is type of disruptive behavior, and the third is consequences of the disruptive behavior. Okay, the definition of the disruptive behavior, which is disruptive behavior is any behavior that interfere the learning and teaching process. Okay, which is, for example, the previous previous video that I show is one of the example of the disruptive behavior in the classroom. Okay, next type of disruptive behavior, which is there are 5 example of the disruptive behavior. First, disrespecting a lecturer or another student in online distance learning. Second, late come to class. Third is eating, drinking, noisiness, passing the notes, and the fourth is sleeping. Okay, for the first point is disrespecting a lecturer or another student in online distance learning, which is the current issue that we face right now. Okay, do not respect the lecturer via ODL learning by scrolling social media such as Twitter, Instagram or Facebook. So, apa yang berlaku sekarang, which is kebiasaannya lecturer akan menggunakan Google Meet. Okay, bila ODL, bila kita tak berdepan dengan face to face, jadi kita tak tahu whether the student betul-betul absent ataupun just dia klik and then masuk dalam Google Classroom or Google Meet and then dia tidur, or dia boleh je tutup sound and tutup dia punya kamera and then scrolling their social media, and then they do not concentrate lah the learning and teaching process. Sleeping in class. Disruptive in 2 ways. The student who is snoozing is not interested and not participating in the classroom discussion. Okay, for example, if the lecturer does nothing about it, it send a message to the other student that involvement in the class is not much important to the lecturer. This may make the student feel like they shouldn't to participate in class, and when the student sleeping in class is considered to be disrespectful to the teacher and the other student to proceed their learning and teaching. Okay, next, regularly come late to class, which is when the student often come late to class, the teacher will need to stop the class to discuss why the student come late, and when the class is stopped or delay, the teaching time is also seen as the disruptive behavior. Okay, next, eating, drinking, noisiness, and passing note. Okay, this is more commonly seen in university student, but can be incredibly disruptive and annoying in class when the student like pass the food or note in class, so another student will not concentrate the lecturer or teacher in front of them. Okay, last is prolonged chattering, which is student who carry the private conversation among themselves in the classroom is disruptive to other students, which is it is rude and inappropriate and should not be tolerated by them, because of them the other student not concentrate the learning and teaching process in the classroom. Okay, last but not least, consequences in disruptive behavior. Okay, first, disruptive student interfere with the teacher's ability to teach effectively and lack of other student attention in class. Okay, second, if the disruptive behavior threatening, it may challenges the teacher authority and can be create tension in the classroom, which is push learning to the background. And last but not least, disruptive behavior by one student also encourage the other student to do the same, which is compromises the teacher's authority and ability to control the group. So what I can conclude here is when there are disruptive behavior in the classroom, the classroom management or classroom learning and teaching and learning not going well. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sarah binti Nawang. So, I will be the presenter to present to you about factor of academic dishonesty. Okay, before I elaborate more about factor of academic dishonesty, I want to share with you, okay, what you can see in the slide now. Everything happened for a reason. The hard part is to finding out what the reason is. Okay. I show you the picture, right? Okay. The picture said, you don't know what goes on in anyone's life but your own. That was a quotation by Hannah Baker. So, we don't need to judge anyone by our own perspective because we don't know what the reason behind they do anything, right? Okay. Okay, before I start to elaborate more about factor of academic dishonesty, I will explain to you about two theories that I will use in elaborate my point of factor academic dishonesty. Okay, the first theory is the fraud triangle. The fraud triangle is created by criminologist Daniel Christie in 1950. He created is based on he interview with prison inmates. Okay, what the function of fraud triangle? Okay, the fraud triangle function is model for explaining the factor to commit a fraud. Okay. In the fraud triangle, there are three elements that Daniel Christie states. First one is pressure, second is rationalization, and the last one is opportunity. Okay. In pressure, motivation or initiative to commit a fraud. Okay. Rationalization is justification of the harness actions, and opportunity, the knowledge and ability to carry out fraud. Okay, that I will be example in another slide. Okay, the second theory is the fraud diamond. The fraud diamond is published by forensic accountant David T. Wolfen and Professor Dana R. Hernandez. Okay, the theory is come out after the fraud triangle. So, in the fraud diamond, there are four elements. First is opportunity, second is capability, third is rationalization, and the last one is motivation. I will be explain more and give an example in the next slide. Okay, same goes with previous theory. Okay, factor of academic dishonesty. Okay. The first factor I will be elaborate is factor of cheating. Factor of cheating in terms of the fraud of diamond. Okay. The first is achievement. Achievement that student want to achieve the good grade. So that was the motivate they has in their mind to achieve good grade. They don't think anything or what happened, they need to get a good grade. Okay, opportunity like pressure from parents, teachers and peers. Okay, sometimes teacher and parents want a student and her daughter to get a good grade in exam, in academic. So that student feel and daughter feel pressure because anything happen, they need to achieve that. If they did not achieve that, there will be punishment that make their mental stress. Okay, for the peers. Okay, kawan-kawan, ada setengah kawan-kawan tu kan macam tak nak kawan dengan orang-orang yang tak pandai, yang dapat markah rendah, diejek-ejek lah, cakap macam-macam. Okay, yang itu satu. Okay, capability. Capability is when they know and they want to achieve that good grade, they already have the solution. For example, they cheat to tiru kawan dia semasa exam, or they bring a notes or formula in exam without permission, or sometimes they know the teacher who will help them to achieve their goals. Okay, it might be happen because based on my experience in secondary school, that saya dengan kawan-kawan saya masa tu cikgu kemis kita orang dia bersalin, so di dalam pantang lah kan, so macam cikgu ganti yang datang mengajar chemistry. Jadi bila masa exam tu, dia jagalah kita orang masa exam kemis tu. Tapi masa dalam exam kemis tu, dia bagi kita orang jawapan. So macam kita orang macam student ni macam pelik lah kan, macam pandang-pandang macam, ya betul ni kat exam, kenapa cikgu ni bagi jawapan Tapi saya ingatkan kat dia cakap, buatlah macam awak tolong saya tolong awak balik. Macam tu, cakap tu, saya tolong awak tolong saya balik, macam tu. So that case was nampak dengan kelas sebelah tu, kelas yang paling hujung. Cikgu pun ada dalam tu, dia nampak, dia terus report dekat pengetua. Dia cakap kenapa benda tu jadi macam ni. So kita orang pun terpaksa nak ambil exam balik. Okay. The point is, kenapa cikgu tu buat macam tu? Okay, bila besok adalah guru kelas kita orang bagi tahu yang cikgu tu cikgu ganti, so dia nak jadi cikgu tetap. So jadi dia nak, maknanya student dia tu dapat markah tinggi lah. So bila markah tinggi, dia pun sama akan dapat tempat macam tu. Maknanya bukan student je, maknanya dia menggunakan student tu untuk dapat pekerjaan. Okay, tu salah satu ketidakjujuran lah kan. Okay. Next is student in their mindset. They already set. They say, okay, the violation is acceptable. That okay, boleh kot buat benda ni, tak salah rasanya. Macam tu. Okay, sama lah juga kes yang macam yang tadi tu. Macam budak-budak kan tidak tahu betul kot cikgu nak tolong kot. Okay, in term of tolong tu, macam tu. Tapi sebenarnya in academic salah sebenarnya, tak boleh macam tu. Okay, itulah maksud dia. Okay, maknanya macam lagi satu, according to New York Times in 2012, that study show that top student may be more cheap compared than their other peers. Maknanya yang kelas depan ni, orang yang pandai ni lagi banyak meniru sebenarnya daripada orang yang biasa. Okay, itu berdasarkan study, report by New York Times in 2012. Okay, next is factor of plagiarism in terms of the frog triangle. Okay, the first factor is timing, demi masa. Okay, when it come to submit a task, in deadline was next week, for example, but this week they did not done anything, but they have submit, but they need to read a lot of article, for example. Okay, opportunity. Okay, then the student take the opportunity. They find what the kind of best solution they can do into submit their task. Okay, of course, copy paste. Just copy paste. Okay, And another thing is laziness. Okay, laziness, malas nak baca satu-satu tu. So apa susah, copy je lah macam tu. Okay, rationalization. Okay, in term of rationalization is dia letakkan dalam kepala macam, alah tak apalah, reference je kot, tak apa je lah, kita copy je lah. Tapi tak juga sebenarnya. Ada sometimes student did not know how to paraphrasing, how to cite that correctly about their resource. So when they take off statement of anything, they just put it, but sometimes they need to paraphrase. Okay, so that was the factor of plagiarism in terms of triangle theories. Disruptive behavior will be elaborated into a factor. First one is internal and the second one is external. Okay, for the internal factor is cognitive and social development disorder in early years such as ADD and ADHD. Okay, that was the internal factor of disruptive behavior. Okay, what is ADD? ADD is attention deficit disorder and ADHD is an attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Okay, people who have ADD or ADHD often have trouble with focus, impulsiveness, duduk diam, duduk baik-baik, and is chronic restless. Maknanya dia ada je benda dia nak buat. Lepas tu dia orang yang ADD dengan ADHD ni, diorang punya nak faham apa pembelajaran tu dia lambat sikit dibanding dengan orang lain. Macam contoh, orang lain baca sekali dah faham, dia kena baca berkali-kali baru dia faham. Okay, itu sebenarnya ADHD ni dia satu sindrom yang mungkin dapat daripada daripada genetik ataupun faktor lain. Contoh masa pregnant ke, bawa sak rokok macam tu, dia macam effect dia punya otak tu. So that's why people who get ADD and ADHD. Okay, next is for external stimulation for disruptive behavior. Okay, like Shaira already said, the example of disruptive behavior is sleeping in the class. Okay, why it happened? It might be because of teaching style. Okay, it happened when students feel boring and doesn't understand what the teacher teach them in the class. Okay, so that was the factor why the student sleep in the class. Okay, another is like Sherry said is come late to the class. Okay, sometimes it might be a reason that student have financial problem, like they have to work before come to the class, or maybe they need to menguruskan dia punya keluarga. Okay, macam contoh, semasa saya praktikal, saya dapat student dia tak bawa buku teks dalam kelas. So sebenarnya itu salah satu mengganggu lah kan situasi kita semasa dalam kelas. Saya tanya dia kenapa dia tak bawa buku, sebab 2 kali dia tak bawa buku. Lepas saya tanya dia cakap tiba-tiba dia menangis. Dia cakap, cikgu, saya ni penat lah cikgu. Sebab pagi saya kena bangun, saya kena siapkan adik saya, hantar adik saya sekolah. Lepas tu saya nak kena buat kerja rumah lagi, saya nak kena siapkan kerja sekolah saya. Lepas tu
saya kena pergi ambil adik saya sekolah dulu sebelum saya datang sekolah ni, sebab saya mengajar sesi petang. So mungkin sebab tu lah kot sempat dia ambil adik dia dulu. So jadi dia cakap lah, dia menangis dekat saya, cikgu kenapa nasib saya macam ni, saya nak macam kawan saya lain, macam belajar je, tak payah nak kena urus adik-adik dia, saya ramai cikgu, saya penat cikgu. Okey, macam tu. Okey, itu mungkin di antara faktor lah yang menyebabkan disruptive behaviour in the class.
Okay, before I end off my presentation today, I would like to share with you a quotation by John Krantz. He said, "Fraud is the daughter of greed." So, if we need to achieve something, we do not have to have a manner tamak dalam diri tu untuk kita to achieve a goals, that bila kita ada sikap tamak dalam diri kita tu, kita akan menggunakan jalan yang salah untuk kita, maknanya macam apa panggil, batu loncatan, maknanya jalan yang mudah untuk kita mencapai matlamat kita. Okay, that all for my presentation today. Okay, next Shazrin will be elaborate about how to avoid academic dishonesty. Okay, thank you.
Okay, we will go one by one how to avoid academic dishonesty. The first one is cheating, educating and remind students on the importance of honesty or integrity. Before start the class, advise students should be honest, so students will think twice before cheating. The second one, create an anti-cheating pledge. Creating pledge that will define class rule regarding academic honesty and cheating can curb cheating. And you can use different assessment style also. There are more style of assessment, but you can use formative style like discussion, portfolio, progress report, summative like podcast, role play. Then the last one, you can switch up their sitting on the test. Okay, next is how to avoid plagiarism. The first one is keep track of the sources. By making note of the sources, you can paraphrase or quote, use citations, and also use plagiarism checker. Okay, so keep track of the sources by making note of the sources. Paraphrase, using your own word to explain something from a sources. You also can use quote, means that copying text for word enclosed with the quotation mark and directly refer to the original author. And then you can use citation is almost same to paraphrase, but then you enclose with the author and the years of publications. And the last one, you can download plagiarism checker from the Google. Okay, we also have how to avoid disruptive behavior in online class. As the second presenter stated, they might disrespect of the teacher by making noise in the class, and some might also sleepy or scrolling another social media. So as a teacher, you need to clear the rule before the class begin. Also, if one student disrupt other in the class, talk or advise student personally in the class or after class. So use different teaching style. When students start to feel sleepy, you can stop for a while, ask them to doing some physical exercise. You also can provide game to make it more interactive in the classroom. Talk or advise student personally in the class or after class. So use different teaching style. When students start to feel sleepy, you can stop for a while. So we
will conclude to all part of academic dishonesty in all area, whether for employment or in education. In conclusion, you must know academic dishonesty will soon damage the morality and knowledge of the nation in the future. So living academic dishonesty is the same as preparing a grave for future generation. So to avoid it, develop or build new routine and habit to complete work or assignment early so that work is not disrupted. Avoid cheating and plagiarism. You are basically telling yourself that you do not believe in your own abilities. So, effort to prevent academic dishonesty should be made continuously. For example, by educating and reminding the dangers of academic dishonesty to future generations, to society with various approach and media. Thank you.